Ohayo gozaimasu, bonjour, and good morning. How are we all? Morning, everyone. Just clean you up there. Morning, Paul and Paul. How are we? Morning, Liam. Go as high as we can, and then lock it off. Morning, Brian. Morning, Brad. Morning, Matt. Morning, Eric. Morning, Aaron. How are we all? Okay. So, if you read the title on the way in, we're going to be forging a crossbeam hammer out of this chunk of 4140. Morning, Wayne. So, first step is you're going to heat it up, obviously. We're going to forge square-ish. We're just going to basically create flats, and that'll make it easier to index when I go to punch it. And we'll be punching it by hand because I still don't have a punch die for my press. So, there's that. All right. Light the forge. Forgeron. Stick in my ears. Morning, Karen. Ooh, canister Damascus. Nice. I'm keen to see how that goes. I've only just started playing with Damascus again. Morning, Crawford. Morning, Bob. Whew. All right, I'm just going to get my coffee first. My coffee, which is lukewarm because I've been running around all day. Gonna heat up my coffee a bit. Morning, Lucas. If you're wondering, yes, I am actually heating my coffee with a blowtorch. That'll do. Morning, Nameless. I'm sure I said morning, Lucas, but I'm going to say it again. Still only lukewarm. I'd have to sit there for a bit. And I don't want to burn the finish off. Ah, for the days where I could drink. They're behind me, unfortunately. So today's crossbeam adventure is going to be a Viking style crossbeam, Nordic style. Morning, look. Well, you can get an SDB shirt, Aimless, from my Redbubble store. They're available. I think Rob Garman has one. I know he has a mug. I'm not sure if he has a shirt. The ball bearings should be interesting. Mitch, the chain could be interesting too. I believe my Redbubble is linked in the description below. Morning, Tekaron. How you doing? You want an STV hammer? Well, that can be arranged. Twisting ball bearings. Yeah, I haven't seen someone do a twisted canister before. To my recollection, at least. Interesting. Redbubble is a merchandise store where I sell my merchandise. Yeah, artisan suppliers in WA. Yep. No, I mean, it's alright. You know, we'll have access to certain materials. Oh man, you're such a lucky bastard that you can just drop in on Bruce and borrow his friggin' toys. It's a 2.5 hour drive for me to get down there. It's a whole day. Whole day just to get down there and back. Yeah, Meteorite's cool. I mean, I'd love to work with some Meteorite. I have a piece. I have a small piece. But yeah, it's stupidly expensive. Morning, Joel. How we going? When I say I have a piece, I have... It's very obviously spring, because the bees are out again. Oh, there it is. So this little hunk of rock looks like, but it's actually smelted meteorite. So a friend of mine did a meteorite smelt a while back, about 1.5 years ago actually, I think, and yeah, he gave me a small chunk of the bloom that came out. So it's meteorite bloom steel, which is actually forgeable, unlike meteorite that's fresh out of the ground. Oh, cool. T-log. Morning, Metal Man. Also helping you make your little gas work. Cool. Morning, Chris. Well, you can etch Damascus and stuff other than ferric chloride. Morning, Joshua Smith. How we going? Ooh, yeah, that's super expensive there, Daniel. There are a bunch of Cielo. I can't remember. Compostela. Compostela. Meteorites for sale on eBay, but they're about $1,000 each. Can you forge uranium? No, you can't. It just crumbles. Thanks, man. Yeah, it was good fun. Good fun little project. I've still got the majority of the bar left. That scribe was forged from this length of 16 layer Damascus. It only used about that much. I twisted that section and then cut it off. So yeah, still got plenty of Damascus left. So that's 16 layer, and then I've got this little chunk of 144 layer from a project that I'm currently working on. Much as the first cut is the deepest, the first heat is always the longest. Oh, that sucks, Matt. Yeah, raindrop's one of those things. I don't like raindrop pattern myself, but it's also a really finicky thing to forge. Morning, Nola. Morning, Jim. Morning, Rob. Although you deleted your comment, so I don't know what you said. Morning, Aaron A. Remember to quench both in water. Plutonium, yeah. So I have a new toy to show off. Anyone who follows me on Instagram or Facebook would have seen this already, but I finally got my Hans Groff Charming Hollow Forge straight Pein, number 57. This thing is sweet. I've already put it to work, as you can see. It's got a bit of scale embedded in the face. That's my wife grinding in the back. She's cutting down an IBC. Ooh, nickel sheet. Yeah, that's nice. I have a real hammer. Funnily enough, I found myself switching back to yours, Bob, on a couple of occasions. I really like the aggressive rounding of this face. Like, it's actually, I'm not sure if you can tell, but it's actually almost a rounding hammer face. Not quite, but it's close to a rounding hammer face. And that makes it really good for like aggressively drawing things out and for you know, forging. But when it comes to planishing and finishing blows or doing tight areas and stuff like that, I prefer the slightly flatter face of yours, because it's and especially because it's got like the sharper angles on the face. So both have their place. And plus, this is a diagonal Pein, his is a straight Pein. So occasionally I need a diagonal Pein, occasionally I need a straight Pein. The beginning of this episode is just going to be mostly me talking because we're waiting for this thing to heat up. Hey, Jared, how you going, man? Kumai, yeah, Kumai is an interesting process. I've been talking to Francois Muzir over at Yandiwa Forge, who's just recently been doing some Kumai. Now, Matt, don't be a bad influence. Oh, number one. Jealous, Rob. No, I've got the package, Jared. I haven't managed to handle it. I got it yesterday afternoon at like 4 o'clock in the afternoon. But I do have it, and I have opened it, and it's friggin' amazing. Jared sent me an awesome package with some D2 52-100, some grade 5 titanium plate, and a double cross beam hammer, which has Latin on it, which I know one side says Carpe Diem, which is seize the day. The other one I'm like, I have no idea, and I haven't looked up what it means yet. It could be something incredibly rude. No, I doubt it, but you know, I can't read Latin. Yeah, so Thanks, Matt. Thank you. So, do we know that those trimmer blades, the blades, are D2, or are they just kind of like we think they're D2 kind of thing? Because if they're high-speed steel, it's a bit different. Hey, Casey, how we going, man? Okay, cool. They are D2. Used to be a nun. Yeah, right, okay. Sure thing, Aimless. But yeah, we'll get started with my new hammer, because I always enjoyed beating the crap out of my new tools. Yeah, so D2 is incredibly red hard. So's M2. By land and by sea. Fair enough. As Bob now knows from experience, I always like to beat the crap out of the hammers that I receive. You're gonna have to wait to see me use yours, Jared, because I haven't put a handle on it yet. Morning, Ratopotamus. Morning, Zach. You haven't missed much, just me talking shit and talking about my new Charming Yellow Forge hammer and my new veteran iron and wood hammer, which I haven't got a handle on, so. Although you did send a handle with it, so I'm going to use that. To create a thing. So, oh, cool. I like that. Hey, Bobby. You're not too tarty. Tardy with a D, but I get what you mean. What is the steel I dislike forging the most? Good question. Make a spring fuller out of T2. Jesus. You would have had fun. Listen to the Forgecast. Awesome. As everyone should. Oh god, so many people. Morning, Barbie. Interrupted hybrid quench. Fair enough, Sean. I'm sure it'll go well. All good, Techeron. Thank you very much for your super chat. Apparently I've dropped this on its handle already. I am wont to do that. Like, I drop every hammer that I own. I mean, Bob's hammer. Poor Bob's hammer. Morning, Nicholas. Yeah, so, I can't remember what I was saying. Also a common occurrence. Yeah, that one really threw me for a loop there, Jared. I have no idea. Originally I was thinking Delrin, and then it's too high a pitch when I flick it. So I'm like, and then I thought maybe ebony, and like I just couldn't see the grain. But then I noticed the chipping along the sides, and I'm like, what the hell is this? So if you don't know, I don't know, because it's some form of chemical composite. It could be a resin of some kind, like a phenolic resin. I don't know. No, Adam's not here. He's being lazy. All right, we're almost up to heat. Doesn't take too long for the old pot forge to get. Yeah, Delirium can chip in like on hard corners, but not like that. Not like that. Yeah, we do. We need the pensieve. Adam is dance partying the old folks on me. Dragon glass. No, it's definitely not obsidian. Faux horn. Well, horn was the other thing I thought of, but it's definitely not horn either. But yeah, I could use it as some. I think I'll use it as like spaces or something like that. I don't know. We'll see. I want to work with it a little bit. I'm a little hesitant to work with it because certain phenolic resins contain asbestos particles and they're carcinogenic. So I'm a little reticent to try too much with it without like full protective gear, but we'll see. Morning, Cat. I am feeling awake. We're not making dragon glass. Dragon glass is actually almost impossible to make. You can't make. You can't really make that. No, all the wood was. Well, I mean, yeah, it was fully packed. They didn't even open it. Yeah, no, they didn't even open it, so all the wood was there. Blackest stuffus, indeed. Man, if I could get a VersaFlow sponsorship, like a 3M sponsorship for a VersaFlow, I would friggin' love it. Fossilized wombat shit. Love it. Yeah, so you can't really make dragon glass, or otherwise known as dragon glass obsidian. It's an awesome shot of my. I can zoom in on the front camera. That's so cool. Zoop. Actually, let's trade cameras again. It's a pretty good shot of my charming Hello Forge hammer. So I'm just going to make some squares. So established a flat on both sides that's relatively even. I will flip it 90 and start working on that. There we go. Just do a pass with Bob's hammer just to get that a little bit flatter. Bit of a lighter hammer. Hey, Aimless. Thanks, mate. See you later, Zachary. Oh wow, that's cool, Aaron. I might do that. Thanks, Metal Man. That's awesome, dude. Thank you so much. Is that question for me, Bobby? I'm not waiting on any steel currently, although I do need to get myself some more 15 and 20. Yeah, you should have. That's all right. I'm fine for belts. Fortunately, we have a sponsor for the Forgecast, the wonderful Rob at Weber Abrasives, and his sponsorship deal is to supply us with bi-monthly shipment of various belts, and he is the only stockist of 3M Cubitron belts in Australia, so... morning, Hans. Man of the match. How we going? Come on, focus. There we go. The hammer is being made out of 4140. These boots are new. That would be why they look clean. They're only like 2 weeks old. They're the first time I remember wearing the King G zip style. I love these things. I'm sold. They're amazing. Love them. Before I was wearing blue steel zip ups. Sorry, not zip ups. Blue steel lace ups. And while I loved my blue steel lace ups, and I have nothing bad to say about blue steel, they make awesome shoes. These King G's are pretty sweet. Okay, we're just going to do a truing pass with Bob's hammer. You missed me swinging yours, Hans. I'm just using Bob's to flatten up the work I did with yours. Slightly lighter, slightly flatter hammer. Not a flat hammer though. So many people make a mistake of making hammers flat. It's a bad idea. Okay, square. Well, we're square-ish. There. We have 90-degree flats. Now I need to mark where I want my hole. Where is my... Where is my hammer eye punch? There's my handled hammer eye punch. But where's my single-handed? Oh, is it going to be another one of those days where I put something down? Or did I turn my hammer eye punch into something else? As equally as possible. Oh no, there it is. Yeah. Still dull red. Now, a mistake that I've made in the past is making the face too short, so we want to go just a baby bit over half. Whoa, okay, calm down. Maybe not that baby bit over half. About center. Beautiful. Mark the center. That looks, yeah, it looks pretty good. Maybe want to shift it like a mil or two rearwards, but we can do that when we come to punching. You don't have to excuse me, I have hay fever this morning. The blacksmith brand boots don't actually make my size, so. And there's no stitches around the toe. The toe is actually integral to the sole on these. Morning, evening, Wiley. Not good enough. Hey, Caitlin. How you going? See ya, RNA. Thanks for checking in, mate. Yeah, no, the tidy up wouldn't have helped me this time because Andy had tidied and put away stuff. As he is wont to do. And when he does, I can never find anything. Because he puts it back where it's supposed to be, which is never where it is, because I never put things back where they're supposed to be, if that makes any sense. Breaking up some charcoal for punch lube. Best to do it now and have it for when I need it rather than trying to make it when I need it. Should do it. Little goes a long way in punching. I'm gonna need to make another steel wedge for this hammer. Getting a wee bit loose. Hey, Damascus. Cool, you want an apron on Instagram. Nice. Oh yeah, did you come through all right, Sean? Well, that's never good, Damascus. That's always my problem, Wiley. Actually, charcoal works just as good as plain coal. Honestly, it's a perfect punch lube. Yeah, I'm size 16. So finding shoes for me is always a pain in the ass. Okay, let's get my punch on. One mark. Wiggle backwards just a tiny touch. There we go. It pays with the Brazil style punch that I'm using, that even if you can't turn the work, turn the punch, because what ends up happening is when you grind the point on it, unless you're using a jig, which I don't know many people that do when they're making a Brazil style punch, you end up grinding it slightly asymmetrically, and so the point will want to travel in one direction or the other. And when that happens, it's really hard to bring it back online. Just using my 5.5 pound straight Pein to drive punch. There we go, first punching pass. Yeah, that sounds about the same as me, Caitlin. I did, Damascus, I did. Oh man, that really sucks. Sean, I'm glad you guys are okay though. So I'm a size 15 US, 16 AU, so yeah, whatever that means. One of my biggest problems is that even if I get a size 16 shoe, a lot of the time they're quite narrow. I'm a 6E in width, so I need to get a size 16 6E, which is the widest that any shoe manufacturer makes. I don't think we're close to the UK, I think, or the EU, I'm not sure. But I know that they have a just separate listing for those. Morning, George. How you going? Oh, Greg. Sorry, I'm blind this morning. We're not identical, no. We're like one above. Gonna have to take stock in a shoe company. Yeah, well, that's about right. Yeah, it's something that I figured out kind of on my own. You're supposed to turn the work anyway because you can't tend to lean the punch, and so you want to correct that even with a flat top punch. But with a Brazil style punch, you're always a little bit off in your grinding style, and so therefore you almost always end up with a little bit of lean one way or the other. I learned that the hard way. You know what they say about it, guys with big feet? Big shoes. So I just turn it every second hit or so. Not religious about it, but and if you get used to your punch, you can utilize the way it drifts to your advantage. If it starts drifting off course. See, if I was working with a striker, I'd keep going, but working solo, you want it hot. Jeez, guys. Yeah, Caitlin, that list will forever get longer and longer. This is going to be a Viking style crossbeam. Norse. Well, there you go, Jared. There's a good example of what I was just talking about, basically. Lube up on this pass, get deep enough that we need it. Doesn't need much. A bit more. We're very nearly to full depth. See that? Very close. Yeah, I saw that, Jared. It looked great. Hey, Bar Run, how we going? This one is already sold. Hey, Milkirk, how we going? Yeah, Scandinavian, Norse, early Norse. The postbox? Yeah, I'm using the postbox forge. The punch I made is 1070. 1070 high carbon steel. It's the same steel I use for my Hexhawks. But this one was a slightly smaller bar. I think it's only an inch in cross section. Let me just check that. No, it's under an inch. It's 22 mil, so don't make me do math. Well, 20 is close to 3/4. I don't know, it'd be like 7/8, something, I don't know. Yeah, 7/8. Thank you. Thanks, guys. Sorry, Wiley. Yeah, nice, Jared. I still have yet to get yeah, it's an X jackhammer bit. An X jackhammer bit. Yeah, I have to handle up your double diagonal that you sent me, Jared, so that I can get swinging with that at some point. I don't need it today though, so wait. Pretty much there. Couple more hits. That's it. Ooh, that tickles. All right. Double check that I'm headed in the right direction. For your love and affection. See, if I marked this out beforehand, probably would be a lot easier. But where's the fun in that? I want the lower heat to try and shear the plug, so I'm not going back into the fire just yet. It's just getting pretty tough though. felt it move. Come on, baby. There we go. Nice and clean. Beautiful clean hole. No hang up whatsoever. That's what you want. Oh boy. Okay, so we need, and if you didn't immediately say queso cheese sauce after I said that, then we can't be friends. There's the plug. Very little material lost. Queso cheese sauce. Queso, not queso. It's a Kyle Royer joke. Kyle starts off a lot of his segments with queso. And so after a while, they figured out that queso is, you know, a brand of cheese sauce, I believe. Hey, old Clinker, how you going, mate? Yeah, well, the notifications are always a bit weird. Well, rainwater's no better for quenching any high carbon steel than normal tap water. But most high carbon steels are not gonna help you. No, it's not the jackhammer bit you sent me. That's inside. No, S7's great for punches. 1070 isn't great for punches, but it was what I had, so. Pulled pork burritos, sounds good. Not all of my plugs come out that clean, Jared, although I have had quite a bit of practice. Okay, I was supposed to be doing something. What I was supposed to be doing was moving this bloody handle out of the way. So I could bring in... bring in the swage block. The swage is not vintage at all. I'm planning on it aimless. I have a collection of all my plugs. Slugmascus is definitely on my list. This swage block was Sold to me by Jake Mantell of 5 Pants Fabrication, who also is the man that made my grinder. He still sells these and a smaller version, and they are fantastic. I'm a big fan of this wedge block. He now currently sells the Scorpion grinder. And he also has a retrofit kit for a log splitter press. Which, if I hadn't already built my own, I would probably be thinking about buying. Making like Andy McKee. And anyone who gets that reference is either a big fan of acoustic instrumentals or listens to the Forgecast playlist. Sewage blocks. Yeah. It's firepantsfab.com.au. Firepants as in pants on fire. Fab.com.au. I'm not sure what shipping would be like to the US, but it'd probably be quite high. It's a lot cheaper. Yeah, it's a lot cheaper coming from here to go to there, though, Jared. Unfortunately. Fire pants. Pants is in the things you wear on your legs. Oh, God, yeah. The amount of blacksmithing tools I've seen used as garden ornaments. It's sickening. Truly sickening. I'm interested in this ability to zoom with my front-facing camera. That's kind of cool. It's a little tricky though. Yeah, that'll do. You can see what I'm doing. Can I help you? Oh, I don't know where Andy put it. It could be anywhere. I had the brush. I normally end up just using a shovel. That up. This is probably as far as I'm going to go with the drifting before I start drawing out Pein. Because when I go to draw out Pein, I'm going to end up mashing the eye. Okay. Now I just got to set up Preston's dies for drawing out a paint. Go. Done. Gotta love quick change dies. Okay, let's bring you over to Preston. Whew. Hello. Pein. Yes, the swage was fire cut. Well, actually, there's only one way of saying it, which is Pein, P-E-I-N. It's the only correct way. Pein is something you have on a window. Pein with two E's is your penis. What is my favorite kind of knife? It's a forge. Hey, Snake Strike, how you going, man? Favorite kind of knife? Yeah, I'm making a Norse style hammer. Well, they spelled it wrong. Sorry to burst the bubble, but they spelled it wrong. Good one, Byron. That is English correct in general. Well, the Australian author was wrong, so no, because Norse hammers are asymmetrical in profile, I want to be able to draw the peen down from one side. So, therefore, yeah, he's got a dream. He's going to be dreaming for that price. Queen's English indeed. Okay, let's draw. I'm just going gentle. I could, you know. I could go hard, but I don't want to mess it up too much. You can see how kind of we're aiming for. Flat on the bottom. There will be a little bit of correction to be done by hand, but happy birthday, Joel. Happy birthday, Ryan. Well, thanks for jumping in on your birthday, man. they get their price from the place where the sun don't shine. Yeah, I have a little bit of deflection there, Metal Man. Dyingless, sorry. Metal Man came out. Yeah, but unfortunately, deflection is unavoidable with a log splitter press. Hey, four-wheeler, how you going? A little bit of a ballet around swage pocket. Bar run with the singers today. You're absolutely right though. I want to talk about it. Well, you shouldn't be hitting cold steel there, Damascus. And if you had a tool that shattered, then you obviously haven't heat treated it properly. None of that may be about it. I'm always right. I have a YouTube channel, didn't you know? Us YouTube blacksmiths know everything. Yeah, well, Bert. Creating that peak. I'll refine it when I come to drawing the cheeks out a bit more. It's good. Give it a bit of a squish with the flat dies. Rounding dies short and pretty warm. Hey, come on, Fed, how you going? Yeah, 20 ton press. If I had the option, I would definitely go up. I would go to 50. For drawing out the shorter side of the steel, well, yeah, I mean, clearance for your knuckles is a good idea, but Yeah, mainly that's basically it. It can be somewhat to do with balance. It's good for, like, the further away the weight is from the handle, the more kind of direction you have in the swing. So that can help. Jeez. Don't trip over. There you go. Here's a cabbage that we just grew. Looks pretty good, actually. A little bit of cabbage worm devastation. Huh? Okay. No avatars around here to overrace. Yeah, building presses is can be fun. But fair enough, Kat. Well, I know you're here, so you drop out, and thank you for joining. Yeah, 37 people here. Hello, everyone. I have the fire ant grinder from Jake Mansell at 5 Hands Fabrication. When I get the opportunity, I'm going to purchase one of his scorpion grinders because it's a beast and I want it. I've also had the opportunity to use a number of other grinders, including the Wilmot Tag, the Wilmot Little Buddy, the 84 Engineering Shopmate 48, and the 84 Engineering Shopmaster 72. I haven't used the Gibson 72, although I've heard good things about it. I love my fire ant. Unfortunately, they're no longer in production. They went out of production. Thank you very much, Matt. That's awesome, man. Have a good one. Yes, that is exactly why. So, yeah, Jake is sold out at the moment, but he won't be for long. He'll get a new run. He'll get a new run up soon. Anyway, so he doesn't sell the fire ant anymore, but he sells the Scorpion. The Scorpion's basically what he wanted to eventually build anyway, which is a low-cost, high ability grinder for those who want to get into the craft and want a decent tool, but don't have the money, like don't have $9,000 to spend on a Gibson 72. I will say that the Wilmot Tag is a superior machine. Basically only because in order to keep costs down, Jake had to make some allowances in the frame on both the fire ant and the Scorpion. That being said, his grinder is about a third the cost of a Wilmot Tag. The only reason that the Tag is superior is because it is the smoothest running grinder I've ever seen. The Scorpion and the fire ant both have a little bit of wobble, a little bit of shake to them, which isn't actually that bad a thing. It just makes it a little louder. It doesn't actually make it any harder to use. I'm seeing clapping again. Yeah, well, that is an advantage of the Scorpion. I'd only use it in the 2x72 configuration though, anyway. Been a while since I drove the drift. I don't do half as much hammer and axe forging as I want to. Mainly because at the moment it's really cost ineffective, given that I don't have press dies for Preston. Oh yeah, this hay fever is killing me. Almost, but not quite literally. Good. I think I only need 2 more drift cycles, and that should be done for forging. This hammer is going to get ground, so not too hung up on how it comes out of the forge. Is it a beer making kettle? I have no idea. Yes, I am using the postbox forge. The handle acts as a counterbalance. I've never seen one, Aaron, so I have no idea. Yeah, I'd love a 2x48 or a 2x72 surface grinder attachment, but they're freaking expensive. So a 2x48, 2x72 surface grinder attachment for the fire ant costs about the same as the fire ant did. So the advantage to drawing out the cheeks is that the higher the eye, the more surface contact you get with the wood, which means that the less likely it is to come loose. It also provides stability, so it's not going to rock on the handle. Yeah, maybe one day, Jared. You say that, Caitlin, but I'm no engineer. those ears a little bit. Want a nice peak on them so that I can grind it in sharp. Get that nice transition there. Cool. One more from the bottom, one more from the top, and I think we'll be done. And then I can cut it off the bar and do some work on the Pein by hand. Yes, those are they're paper wheels. They're not MDF. They're a form of high compression paper. Hey Ryan. No, I'm past the angry stage, Jared. That was last week. Ugh. So yeah, these are the paper wheels, the Gamico cells. These ones were beat up in transport, so they gave them to me for free. But yeah, I haven't actually ever used them. Oh, I mean, I've used them on other machines, but I didn't bother mounting them on mine because I use mine as a wire wheel buffer. And I hand sharpen better than those things work anyway, so never really saw the need. That was the last drifting pass on that side. One more on this side. Excuse me. Hell no, Ray. Oh, Ryan. I don't know why I keep calling you Ray. I've come close to Masters, but never really done it. Yeah, drink wine while forging. That's a good way to puke. Yeah, no, the paper wheels are great for a lazy person. Ooh, that's hot. Yeah, the paper wheels are fine. I don't like them because they tend to give you a bit of a rounded. The edges that they make are ugly as hell. Let's just put it that way. Need to go in far. Yeah, pushing those cheeks up a little bit. Quickly put him in Preston. Bingo. Now I'll just cut it off the bar. Come on, Preston. Work with me here. I was going to bring it up, bring the anvil back over, but then I realized that I actually made this 1.25 inches. I have 1.25 inch hole on my swage block, so no need. Oi, I'm really sorry for all the nose noises. Hay fever today. I took my antihistamines, but it's just still kicking my ass. So this is the first time I've been super active since taking on the keto diet. I've tried to keep myself active enough, but when keto flu hits, it's really hard to find the energy because your body's trying to work out how it's getting where it's getting its energy from. My shop's actually hotter than outside. Yeah, no, I'm not buying Reapers. I got Cubitrons. I don't need Reapers. Yeah, no, once you get through the keto flu, it's you get a lot more energy. I'm starting to get there now. I'm close to week 3, so I'm starting to get to the point where I'm getting a lot more energy during the days, but the last couple of weeks has just been no thank you. Alright, let's hot cut this bad boy off. Come on, swage block, sit still. There it goes. Melting my broom. Still cool. Shift that bad boy out of the way. I'm gonna have to turn the fan on in here in a minute. Going up. Potatoes were incredibly bad for keto. Yeah, no, veggies with fat. 2.5 pound North rounding hammer will be about 25 bucks from WA. That is my microphone, Damascus. Well, Sean, I have an entire video on how to make a hamon and to get a hamon popping. The best way is to go to a super high grit. A minimum of 2,000 is normally my recommendation. And then also make sure that you etch with both vinegar and citrus, normally lemon juice. And then, yeah, repeated etchings and then polishing. It's all explained in the video. There's my charming hollow forge hammer. There it is. Like this aggressive rounder for getting this in. Need a better tongue for this though, because this ain't working. That's annoying. Right. Yeah, Aaron. I'm in WA, the better part of Australia. I do have a nice piece of blackwood for you. I'm waiting for the hawk to come back from the engraver. These are called Brazil style ultimate tongs, otherwise known as hammer eye tongs. And they're designed for holding hammer billets while punching and stuff like that under, normally with a striker. They're not really suited for single hand hammer work, but you do with what you got, really. So, Brazil style ultimate tongs. Or pickup tongs, or hammer tongs, or, you know, there are various names for it. Pain in the ass tongs. They're not really a pain in the ass when they're used in their proper setting. I'm not really using them in their proper setting right now, which is why they're being a pain in the ass. much better. That's what I was looking for, is that nice sharp taper. Looking good, I like it. Might switch out to my B&B Forge diagonal Pein hammer. Again, just to flatten out the marks we've got from the straight Pein. Woof. Yep, that Brazil. Do they have a V-shaped logo? Or am I thinking of a different style of tongs? Yes, that's why most of the archaeological hammers are curved. No, I don't have the Rona. The Rona is a respiratory disease. Thank you, everyone. You had it? Well, I'm glad you're okay. And I got bugs up my nose. Yay. Springtime in Australia. Knock the corner in on that. Might stick the drift in and put it under pressing again, just to flatten all those bumps out. Springtime in Australia, the pollen's in the air. That's it, Ryan. It's always that way. Oh, that's cool, Tech Run. Yeah, he got off real easy, Metal Man. I'm glad for that, though. No, they won't pay me anything for plasma. They can't take mine because diabetes. There is no snow here, Daniel. Man, I'll trade you, Aaron. We're starting to get up into the 20s again. Sucks. Feels like winter only just got here and it's already leaving. Oh, that didn't work. That worked too well, I suppose. May just grind the rest of that, I think. I should probably forge it. Don't want to be accused of blasphemy. Well, that's winter in Australia, mate. Yeah, winter in WA doesn't really exist, so it's just a slightly cooler summer. Everyone who visits here says, "Oh my God, it's lovely." And I'm like, yeah, you can friggin' have it. Give me a proper winter, please. Back end done. Front end's looking a little narrow. Might try and upset some of that back into itself. Go old Rune Bertram Nielsen on this thing. Well, in order to do that, I'd actually have to make a second hammer with this hammer, but that ain't gonna happen. Certainly does. You grind all the time. Yeah, Perth gets stupid hot. Yeah, give me a proper winter, please. One day. Good old Colorado. Knew some people from Colorado once. That lived here in Perth, that is. Hated their guts. They were horrible people. A hot tank story. You never told me you fell in love with a tank. Can't really blame you, I suppose. Was it an Abrams? Man, I would if I could, Caitlin. Yeah, that's it, Metal Man. I run my big fan pretty much most days. It sits over in the corner there, blows across the whole shop. It's beautiful, love it. Do that while I'm talking about it. Okay, let's see if its face is hot. It is. Who says you can't get select heats in a gas forge? That'll be really good for this. A very round-faced hammer. Fortunately, I have one just here. That was the straight beam. Don't do that. Come on. Play nice. Okay, don't then. Jeez. Yep. Yeah, no, we look a lot further south than we are. Yeah, that sounds pretty bad, Jared. It's never good when hot stuff feels cold, because either it's so hot that it's so hot where you are that, you know, relatively hot stuff feels cold, or it's so hot that it's just singed your nerves closed and you can't feel anything but cold. Taking your advice. Taking a drink. I'm getting out of it now, Eric. Welcome to the stream. facial upsetting. Upset the face on this hammer too. That was my toe. Very nice. Good thing you're wearing steel caps. We're looking pretty good actually. Doesn't need much more. Just wanted to upset the fish mouthing a bit. Ah! So top heavy, all it wants to do is fall over. If I was a smart man, I would flip it around like this and hold it so that it sits, but no, it doesn't want to do that either. Hold it like that. Huh. Isn't it funny when shit works? Boy, I may not be a smart man, but that's pretty much the statement. I may not be a smart man. Whew. Rip headphone users. Alright, one more little upsetting run, and then we'll true everything up, and we'll be done. And then it's on to grinding, which won't be in the stream. Hey, Sean, thank you very much, man. So, currently, the hammer is just sitting... Oops. Shake can. Currently, the hammer is just sitting on the lip because obviously the forge wall is about that thick. So the hammer can just sit on the forge wall with the face just hanging out over the edge. Yeah, no, I really appreciate it, Sean. You're awesome. So yeah, at the moment it's just sitting on the ledge, teetering on the brink of the abyss. I'm not too worried if it falls in, because I can take the top off of the forge and just fish it out with a pair of tongs if I need to. Right. I'm going to do that same trick. Stick it on the chiseling plate and do some upsetting. Want to check that I'm upsetting evenly, because otherwise this will all be for naught. Really? Come on. Play nice. Alright. That should do it. Now we've picked up a bit of a bow because of all this upsetting that we've just done. So I'm just going to flatten out these sides, even out that swell. And then we'll heat it back up, and I'm going to work in from here to the tip, creating that back taper towards the face. I actually dropped that that scribe slash punch that I made for Jake Largen in the forge twice. I had to shut the forge off and fish it out twice. There are advantages and disadvantages to everything. Hi, Jan. No, Jan. Go away. Thank you. I wondered how long it would take for her to figure out that the door was open. Bloody chooks. Can't take your eyes off them for a second. I do like Runebold Bertram Nielsen's videos, or now Bertram Craft and Wilderness, I believe. Thanks, Aaron. You're a legend, mate. Pretty much, Eric, yeah. I did do a little bit of drawing out of the Pein under Preston, just to get the general shape. Hey, Bryson, thank you very much, man. Yeah, he hasn't made much recently. I imagine that he's probably doing a lot around organizing his new house, or his new place. Not sure if you could really call it a house. It's more of a yurt. But because he's got that new property, I believe he's been a little bit distracted with organizational stuff. Spoke to someone who knows him, and yeah, apparently he's working, but he's not making videos right now, which is understandable. Honestly, life gets in the way of videoing quite commonly. Ask me how I know. I haven't put out half the content that I've wanted to. How are we looking? We're a little tall. Need to heat up the center somehow. May have to do the other forge for that, because I can't really get it all hanging into the... maybe. This is gonna hurt my tongs a little bit, but it's okay. I can always pre-heat treat my tongs. I didn't heat treat things to begin with. It'll just be another normalizing cycle. See ya, Paul Orchard. Thank you very much, mate. Hey, Stefan, how you going? See ya, Joel. Oh, that's fun, Jared. Working weekends is always fun. How so, Damascus? Please do enlighten me as to how my hammer looks fucky right now. I am keenly interested. To hear your opinion. Got a little bit of a bow this way. Might throw it in Preston. Fix that up. I'm definitely gonna have to use the other forge for that though, to get an even heat. So that's basically the basic idea. The basic idea. I have a bit of work to do to finish it up. The forging at least, and then I've got the grinding to do and various other stuff. Yeah, hiring an editor would be nice. Oh man, school's great. As a dad, school is awesome. I find the motivation by having awesome subscribers and viewers who expect me to make content. So I find myself obligated to do things, so therefore I do them. So that's how it looks so far. Nice bridge, sloped back. I've got to define a few more things. I think I might cut this top notch in a little bit more just to give it a little bit more swoop. But we've got that nice defined peak on both sides. Flat across the bottom mostly. Again, I'm going to have to heat it up fully, and I'll probably drive the drift in from the top a little bit more, and that'll flatten out the bottom. Nicely upset face. I'm pretty happy with that. Pretty happy. The Pein could use for being like a tiny touch longer. I may have slightly overdone it on the cutting. It's not a Damascus hammer, no. 4140. I'm going to quench it in water because it's 4140 and 4140 likes water quenches. The only other thing I have to fix is, I'm not sure how well it's going to show up on video, but you can see that it's got a slight curve this way from as I was forging. So what I'll do is I'll stick the drift in and then come at it with Preston to just flatten that out. Yeah, and that'll be a nice Norse style Viking-ish cross Pein. Pretty happy. Eyes nice and square to the piece, which is not always the case when it comes to my forgings. So thank you very much for watching my video, or this live stream, I should say. I'm doing the video outro thing. Yeah, and the longer as I said, the longer the cheeks, the more connection you have with the handle, which means the more solid the connection between the hammer and the piece. But a lot of the time it's aesthetic. You know, you don't want to overdraw the cheeks. The next couple of videos I'm probably going to do over the next couple of weeks are going to be lesson style videos, not Patreon lessons, but lessons surrounding general knife making, bladesmithing in specific, and you know, machining and stuff like that. Machinist's point of view, if you like, not so much forging. And that's because I'm working on a big custom commission at the moment, which I'm also videoing, and it's going to take a little while. It's probably going to take a couple of weeks for me to finish it, so I won't have any real build videos coming out. If I get the motivation to make like a small thing, or if you have an idea for me, like a small thing that I can make in like a couple hours that you want to see me video a build of, shoot me a message over on Instagram or Facebook or on my email, samtownsbladesmith@gmail.com. And yeah, just let me know, because yeah, the next couple of weeks are going to be lesson style videos for everyone. I'm also going to finally get to work on the class video that I've been promising my patrons for friggin' ever, because I've just been so loaded down with stuff trying to do this commission stuff. Preview of commission. Well, here we go. Preview of commission. That's all you're getting, but it's going to be huge. It's not a big piece, you know. It's not a big piece. It's just a lot of work, and it's going to be very cool when it's finished. So yeah, let me know if there's anything you'd like to see me build that I can build in a relatively small amount of time. I do have a bar of 16-layer Damascus that I'd like to play with, so if you want me to make something out of that, please feel free to let me know. Otherwise, that's pretty much it. If you want to check out my Patreon or my Redbubble, where all my merch is, or my Etsy store, which has a whole bunch of stuff for sale on it, the link will be down in the description below. If you liked this, make sure you hit the like button on your way out. If you want to see more from me, make sure you subscribe to the channel. I'm sure most of you are, but if you haven't, then please let me know. Then please hit the subscribe button and make sure to hit that bell notification icon to be notified of when I upload the next video. Although even when you do, sometimes that YouTube doesn't let you know. So 9 a.m. Australian Western Standard Time, that's GMT +8. Every Saturday I am here. That's Friday night, 9 p.m. Central Time. So yeah, make sure you're here. You can't blame the algorithm if it's not for things. If you can't keep to a schedule. Targonate? Yeah, I could do some Targonate. Well, thank you very much for joining me, Wayne. I'm glad that you enjoyed it. Thank you very much for everyone who's super chat. Honestly, it is super appreciated. It keeps me going, and obviously my patrons keep me going as well. I've had a couple new patrons this month, so a Hex Warhammer, that'd be cool. 8 Central, 9 Eastern, sorry. There we go. Thank you very much to my moderator, Jared Russell from Veteran Iron Wood, for correcting me there. Anyway, so I will see you next time in a video about flat stuff. That sounds great. It sounds super exciting. Flat stuff. It was an idea that Alex gave me. You'll have to look forward to it. All right, guys. Have a good one.